I am Batman. Average Sniper.
Hey, what's up guys? Average Sniper here. Welcome to another Warzone video. Now before we get started, have you guys heard that Dr. Disrespect has been banned from Twitch? I don't know what to think about this. I didn't want to make a video just completely dedicated to it, but I did want to ask you guys' opinions in the comments, or to find out if anybody knows something. The Dr. Disrespect is one of my favorite streamers, and probably a lot of people's favorite streamer, so yeah, let me know. Hope we find out soon why he got banned. Anyway guys, welcome to another Call of Duty Warzone video. Playing a solo match in this one today, and I have recently discovered, well, I wouldn't say discovered, I've recently started using a new strategy that I think works very, very well. So I'm going to walk you through my gameplay here, the process that I use, and maybe, just maybe, this will help you if you're looking for a way to spice things up, or maybe looking for a way to get more kills in solo matches. So, what I usually do is I land on a scavenger contract. I know most people already know this, but if you don't know this, landing on a scavenger contract can actually help you get lots of good loot and money way before everybody else does. And that means you can get a loadout drop way before everybody else does, so you can have the guns and the perks that you are most comfortable with. Alright, I hear somebody in here. Now, the MP7 is one of my favorite guns because the hip fire on it is excellent. One of the things about Call of Duty that has always gotten under my skin a little bit is how a lot of the guns aren't good with hip fire. Even when you're like so close that you shouldn't have to aim. So I prefer to use a gun for close quarters combat that is very good with hip fire, so I don't have to waste time aiming down sights on a target that's close enough for me to reach out and touch. Alright, we got a threat level 3 here. Now the best thing to do when you're at a threat level 3, which means somebody's hunting you, is find a place and basically just wait for the enemy to come to you, because they're the ones that took the risk picking up a bounty to hunt you, so let them hunt you, put them at a disadvantage instead of putting yourself at a disadvantage. It's good to find a place where there's only one way for them to enter, or two ways. As long as you can hear them coming, it really doesn't matter. Alright, so we're moving on here, just collecting loot and collecting money. People all over the place, and I am hearing sounds. So pretty sure there's a guy at the top of this. Pretty sure there's a guy at the top of this stairwell. Got to be very careful when going up the stairs here. Have your close range weapon out. They seemingly just appear out of nowhere. And there he is. Very predictable at the top of the stairs. Sometimes when I'm waiting for people to come up the stairs, if I hear them come into my building, I will choose to wait like maybe 1 or 2 levels down from the top, because most of the time people coming up the stairs are going to expect you to be at the top of the stairs. Alright, so here we go. I'm getting close to showing you my new solo strategy. These are just little tips and guidelines up to that point. Alright, we got a guy on the heartbeat sensor, basically right in front of me somewhere. Okay, right on the side of that building. There he is. He was getting shot by somebody else, so that was a very easy kill. It looks on the minimap and it sounds like there's people fighting all over the place, but I got nothing on heartbeat sensor. Now here's what I want to do. Notice I picked up a trophy system earlier in the match, and I popped it on the car. Now a lot of people already know this, but maybe you don't know how effective of a strategy this is. So basically, if you don't know, the trophy system stops any kind of throwable or rocket, all the way from a flashbang all the way up to like an RPG being shot at your car or a C4 being thrown at your car. It is highly, highly effective. And what I found is that a lot of players are so thirsty for kills that when they see your vehicle coming, they will literally try to bait you into running them over and throw a C4 at you or shoot a rocket at you at the last minute. And if you have this trophy system on, all you have to do is just run them over, because their C4 or their rocket will be rendered null and void as soon as they try to blow you up. Works out incredibly, incredibly well. Alright, we've got a loadout drop over here, so I'm going to grab my class. The class that I've been running lately is the M4 with a 3x scope and the MP7. I have a couple attachments to balance recoil on the MP4, or yeah, on the M4, and also an attachment to aim down sights faster. And then I have my 3x scope. And my MP7 is pretty much set up for recoil control with one aim down sights faster attachment and a red dot. A lot of people prefer iron sights, but I really like to have some kind of optic on both of my guns. I feel like the iron sights is more of a console thing because the aim assist really helps you when you can't see that target, like when you're strafing or when the enemy is strafing. If you're using a controller with aim assist, it really helps you stay on target. But if you're using a mouse, you need to have that visual, and I get much better visuals with 3x scopes and just regular red dots. I put a 3x scope on the gun I want for long range, obviously, and a red dot on my submachine gun, which just happens to be the MP7. I'm always switching my class up just to try different things, but this is definitely one of my favorite classes, the M4 and the MP7 loadout. Grab that with an overkill class, and then grab a ghost class on the second loadout drop so you can have the same guns with ghost. We got a guy here. He ran inside. Looks like he's coming out. I don't know why he decided to come out. He ran from me the whole time, and then when he got to the building, he went inside and came out to fight me. I don't get that. I don't understand his strategy, but it didn't work out for him, so bad strategy. So back in the car here, we've still got our trophy system, and these trophy systems last for quite a while. I was really surprised at how long they last, because when the game first came out, I put one down, and I swear it didn't last for more than a minute. It just disappeared. And now it seems to last for about 5 minutes, give or take. I don't know the exact time on it, but I feel like I can ride around for a very long time before it disappears. And that might have something to do with how many projectiles and throwables it stops. It's probably directly related to that, but I'm sure there's a timer on it so that if nothing happens for a long time, it actually disappears. But if you throw it on a car, feel free to drive around. Now, having said all that, the car that I'm driving right now, probably not the best choice, because it is, I think, the fastest car in the game, but it's also very open. Here's a good example of a guy that tried to C4 me. I just ran right through him, and you can see that my trophy system did disappear after that one. So I'm pretty sure that had something to do with the C4 being thrown on it. I remember in old Call of Duties, they could only stop 2 or 3 projectiles before they disappeared. Alright, so if you don't have a trophy system and you need to drive somewhere and you don't feel like running out in the open, the next best bet is one of these trucks. Because these trucks take 2 rockets or 2 C4s to blow up at full health. And a lot of times, instead of blowing up, they will simply get disabled. There's a guy. That way you have a chance to get out. Now his strategy was to try and steal my truck. That was a crazy move, and it definitely did not pay off. But if he had succeeded with that, that would have been pretty embarrassing for me. So I'm very glad I stopped him from stealing my truck. Now you're about to see a pro play from this guy on the roof, alright? So I crashed my truck here. I'm just about to get started, and a cluster strike comes in. I already knew that guy was up there because I saw him earlier. And we get a knock on him. Too bad it's only a knock. But he definitely cluster striked my car. And I put him down so fast, I was seriously doubting he was going to pop up and try to fight me again. I probably wouldn't try to fight somebody again from the same position that knocked me that fast. So I beep the horn a couple times and drive away, and I have his truck now. This truck is not on full health, so I don't want to stay in it for very long. I'm pretty sure there's a guy over here. There he is. That was actually pretty scary. And probably could have just hip-fired the guy, but I'm so used to having to aim down sights now from playing this game all the time that I do it a lot of times even when it probably would be more effective not to do it. And I think that's just because when I'm not using the MP7, I get screwed so much by the hip-fire, where I have them perfectly centered on my screen, but so many bullets miss from the inaccuracy of the hip-fire that you just have to aim down sights. You just don't have to do that with the MP7, but I still do it sometimes. Alright, so let's pull the truck up here. Heartbeat sensor is clear, so I'm going to go hang out in this building. I do hear footsteps somewhere down to my left. Okay, there's the guy. I caught a glimpse of him. He just ran around the corner, and now the sound has stopped. So he knows I'm here. He's not moving. If you're chasing an enemy and their sound, the footsteps just stop, probably a good indicator that you shouldn't keep chasing them in the same direction, because they're probably doing something like this, waiting for you to come around the corner. Pretty bad play by that guy, but it probably would have worked out pretty well if I had kept chasing him right around that corner. So little strategy, little tips like that. So we're up to 13 kills. Should be 14 kills, but that stupid guy on the roof had a self-revive and got away. I also have a self-revive here, and I picked up my ghost class. I just didn't show that part in the video because there was no reason to. Alright, so now I'm going for the end game. I'm pulling up to this house here. I see a guy to my left. I jump out of the truck, jump, shoot. He hits me with every bullet. I don't know if that was aimbot, crazy aim assist, or if I just got unlucky there, guys. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm doing this a lot in solos now, and it is very fun. Lots of high kill games. Thanks for watching. Later.